Okay, I'm gonna continue from previously live recording. It was failing after 15 minutes. Anyhow, I'm gonna continue. So before, I'm gonna show you how to hide objects and using animation nodes. And before, it was kind of fail because for multiple objects, you apparently need to use you need to be inside the loop. Anyhow, uh, you could actually do it this way, but then you need to have like multiple values, and for multiple values on and off, like if you just plug in boolean, it says value has wrong type because the boolean needs to be repeated automatically. So yeah, I wish there's a better way to do this. Unfortunately, no, I think that's not a good way. So I proposing this way, like just inside the loop. So this is bunch of objects already from group. Go inside the loop, and for each object with the attribute hide, just on and off the value. You can also just like use this and hide render. Just do it this way, hide on and off for these objects. The torus, you can see down there, torus on and off. It's pretty easy, and this is actually quite nice using nodes. Very simple and easy to do. I believe you can just keyframe here on and off, or again add driver. That's the key there. Maybe we can just use an empty, and the empty depends how you want to animate it. Really, maybe you can even animate it on and off by using ups and down. Let's say, let's delete all this. We don't need it. Just put it different layer. So you have this empty. The empty will be controlling the on and off of this torus. So based on the z value, for example, okay, that's gonna be very clear. And you can right click on these nodes, add driver, single from target, and then just select the z. So now the driver should supposed to be controlling the boolean. Let me save this again. File, user preference, auto run Python script is on. This boolean on and off should be now. This guy should be controlled. Yeah, apparently funny thing doesn't work. Delete driver, on and off, still working. So another way to do this, maybe we can just use the attribute, input attribute of this object, and then check the location z, for example, and then use the viewer, check it out. So now the location z is being being monitored all the time, and this should be able to control this value on and off. So that's this is another way you can do it. But for simplicity, really, yeah, you can always keyframe inside the nodes, but you can't see it in the graph. That's the only thing. So on and off for these objects. Keyframe, say, so keyframe there, on and then off, and then keyframe it again. And supposedly you can see it's updated. Well, apparently with animation nodes, on and off doesn't quite work. It's kind of interesting. It should work. keyframe. Yeah, so I don't know why with the animation nodes the keyframe doesn't work. It should work, and but this is still not like complete solution. But if you want to hide on and off, this is like nice way to do it. Of course, like now we want to be able to keyframe it. That's the thing. I mean, you can use Sverchok and then keyframe it over here on and off for our objects. This one actually works. With animation node, it doesn't work. I think it's probably like a little bug. So yeah, maybe I have to think further on this, but that's the solution. If you want to use nodes, I mean, using Sverchok or animation nodes is very easy to do, but you need to install the add-on first. Using Python codes, that's also, I think Python code is probably simplest, but then you have to understand the codes. If you want to make adjustment, you need to understand the codes or ask the original person who made the codes. So yeah, that's like the advantage on this disadvantage, or but all of them will work. Like I said, if you are using driver, it will work as well. Drivers, I think the best solution is probably Python script that generate drivers. But then again, drivers has its own problem. If you are like a single artist working on your own project and you want to do this quickly, then you have to know many ways to do this. Driver is okay, Python is okay, nodes also is pretty good. The thing with the nodes, of course, here the keyframe doesn't show up on the graph editor. That's something that I need to think about. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for the live noding. It becomes two parts, but hopefully this is useful. It's just any way to think about. If you want to learn something like nodes or using codes, it will help what you're doing, but you have to also let yourself to learn, like open up to all these options. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully this is useful, and let me know what you think. If you have any more questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.